Mickey Gordon is sports administrator for the National Basketball Association, works in Los Angeles. He is responsible and devoted to his work, devotes most of his time and energy to it. His career is going well, but his personal life leaves much to be desired. Mickey is a lonely man who dreams of love and family happiness. He is very close to his father, Arthur Gordon, who is not only a parent, but also his best friend, mentor, and role model. Arthur owns a small sporting goods store, where he sells basketballs, uniforms, and other attributes of Mickey's favorite game. Father and son often spend time together watching basketball games, discussing sports news, and just enjoying each other's company. One day Mickey receives the tragic news that his father has suddenly passed away. This news is a devastating blow to him. He loses the nearest and dearest person in his life. Mickey is devastated and heartbroken. He feels lost and alone. He decides to travel to Paris to pick up his father's body and transport it home for burial. This trip seems to him not only a necessity, but also an opportunity to be alone with his thoughts and to honor his father's memory. Mickey arrives at the airport tired and grief-stricken. He hopes to quickly complete the necessary documents and go home, but he encounters numerous bureaucratic obstacles and delays. He goes to different offices, fills out papers, communicates with officials, but all to no avail. Mickey realizes that in order to remove his father's body, he needs to provide certain documents that he did not even know about. He feels helpless and desperate. Tired and frustrated, Mickey goes to the airline representative for help. He goes to the information desk and asks a female employee to help him understand the situation. Standing behind the counter is Ellen Andrews. She works in Paris for the airline, helping customers with problems and issues related to flights and luggage. Ellen is an American who has been living and working in France for several years. She is a beautiful, intelligent, and independent woman with a strong character and sense of humor. Ellen listens to Mickey and promises to do everything she can to help him. She tries to get to the bottom of the problem but faces the same difficulties as Mickey. French bureaucracy seems impenetrable. After much deliberation, it turns out that in order to export the body of Mickey's father, certain documents must be provided to prove parentage and cause of death. Ellen and Mickey embark on a fascinating journey through the Parisian authorities, trying to get the necessary papers. They run through various institutions, communicate with officials, fill out endless forms, and face a lot of absurd situations. During these adventures, a mutual attraction arises between Mickey and Ellen. They spend time together walking around town, eating at cozy restaurants, and discussing their lives. Mickey is fascinated by Ellen, her independence, wit, and sense of humor. He admires her knowledge of French language and culture, her ability to find a way out of the most difficult situations. Ellen, in turn, is attracted by Mickey's sincerity, kindness, and simplicity. She sees him as a real man, reliable and caring. They walk along the picturesque streets of Paris, visit famous sites such as the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, and the Cathedral of Our Lady of Paris. They enjoy French cuisine, try different wines and cheeses, visit local markets and cafes. Gradually, a romantic connection develops between them. Finally, after several days of hard work, they manage to get all the necessary documents drawn up. Mickey thanks Ellen for her help and support. He feels eternally grateful to her for being there for him during a difficult time in his life. Mickey flies home with his father's body, but the warm memory of meeting Ellen remains in his heart. Back in Los Angeles, Mickey can't forget Ellen. He thinks about her constantly, remembers their adventures together in Paris, and realizes that he has fallen in love. He decides to return to Paris to see her again. Mickey flies to Paris and finds Ellen. He confesses his feelings to her and proposes to start a relationship. Ellen reciprocates and they spend a few days together, enjoying each other's company and strengthening their bond. Mickey suggests that Ellen move to Los Angeles to be together. Ellen agrees, although she is worried about having to leave her job, friends, and familiar lifestyle behind. Ellen moves to Los Angeles and starts a new life with Mickey. She gets a job at an art gallery, where she meets new people and immerses herself in the world of art. At first their relationship goes well, they are happy to be together and enjoy every moment. However, soon problems begin. Differences in their characters, habits, and life values become more and more noticeable. Mickey is very dedicated to his work and spends a lot of time in the office. He strives for career growth and dreams of becoming the general manager of an NBA team. Ellen feels lonely and neglected. She lacks attention and care from Mickey. She dislikes the American culture and lifestyle, which is different from the Parisian lifestyle she is used to. She misses her friends, her family, and the French language. Mickey and Ellen begin to quarrel over nothing. Mickey does not understand why Ellen is unhappy, because he does everything for her, provides her with everything she needs and tries to make her happy. Ellen, in turn, feels that Mickey does not pay enough attention to her, does not understand her needs and does not support her in her endeavor to maintain her individuality. During one of the arguments, Ellen leaves the house in her heart. Mickey tries to find her, but to no avail. He realizes that he made a mistake by not paying enough attention to Ellen and not trying to understand her feelings. He realizes that he has put his job first, and his relationship with Ellen has been pushed to the back burner. A short while later, Mickey receives a wedding invitation that bears the name of the bride, Ellen Andrews. Mickey is shocked and heartbroken. He cannot believe that Ellen is marrying another man. He decides to go to the wedding in Paris to try to win Ellen back and right his wrongs. He flies to Paris and shows up at the wedding ceremony. He sees Ellen in her wedding dress. She looks happy and carefree. Mickey realizes he is too late. He cannot force Ellen to return to him, for she has found her happiness with another man. He leaves the wedding with a broken heart, realizing that he lost his love because of his own stupidity and carelessness. After returning to Los Angeles, Mickey immerses himself in his work, trying to forget Ellen and numb the pain of loss. He becomes even more devoted to his career, hoping that success at work will help him forget about his personal failure. However, this does not help. He keeps thinking about Ellen, remembers their happy moments and regrets his mistakes. One day he receives a phone call from Paris. It's Ellen on the other end of the line. She says she is divorced and wants to return to Los Angeles. She confesses that she couldn't forget Mickey and realized that she made a mistake by marrying another man. Mickey is thrilled to hear her voice and to know that he has a chance to make things right. He agrees to meet her at the airport and start over. Ellen returns to Los Angeles and she and Mickey get back together. They start their relationship with a clean slate, trying not to repeat previous mistakes. They learn to listen to each other, respect each other's needs and support each other in all situations. They realize that love is a constant work on themselves and on the relationship. They get married and live happily ever after. Mickey realizes that the most important things in life are not career and success, but love and family. They continue to work on their relationship, realizing that love requires constant effort, compromise, and understanding. Eventually Mickey ends his story at the wedding reception. His friends are surprised and touched by his story. They realize that love can be complicated and painful, but it is worth fighting for. They see that Mickey and Ellen were able to overcome all the difficulties and build a strong and happy marriage based on love, respect, and understanding. The camera cuts to Ellen, who is sitting at another table talking to her friends. She smiles as she recalls her love story with Mickey. It becomes clear that their relationship, despite all the difficulties, has only grown stronger and deeper. The wedding reception continues. Mickey and Ellen dance together, enjoying each other's company and the love that binds them together. They realize that they have found each other and are ready to spend the rest of their lives together. The movie ends, leaving the audience with a sense of hope and faith that true love can overcome any obstacle if both partners are willing to work on the relationship and compromise. They travel the world together, visiting different countries and continents, discovering new cultures and traditions. They spend time with friends and family, support each other in difficult moments and rejoice in each other's successes. They were able to build a strong and happy marriage based on love, respect, mutual understanding, and common interests. This is a story that even after mistakes and disappointments, it is possible to find happiness and build a strong love if both partners are willing to work on the relationship and go out of their way to help each other.